The Mi Pad 5 series was introduced on August 10th of last year. A year later, in the evening of August 11, Xiaomi updated the Mi Pad 5 Pro with a 12.4-inch large-screen model. Although the screen is bigger, the Snapdragon 870 processor is still used. Can this enlarged version product maintain the high-cost performance of the Xiaomi Mi Pad 5 series? And what improvements and updates will it bring? It has a bigger battery and more lenses. We already have the top-tier 8 and 256 GB Wi-Fi model, together with the coordinating keyboard and stylus. I'll describe the experience to you. The construction of the Xiaomi Mi Pad 5 Pro was well received by my colleagues last year, but I thought it lacked some passion. When a number of my friends simultaneously released new tablets, I believe the texture of Xiaomi's is the most typical. In particular, the matte plastic rear shell is a dark hue, and is very easy to get fingerprints on, giving people the impression that the tablet isn't refreshing enough. However, the texture of the Mi Pad 5 Pro 12.4 edition this time is considerably more refined and lovely. This time, Xiaomi's color was much more sophisticated, and its rear shell was switched from plastic to metal. There were no textures or gradients in the straightforward silver-white tone. It didn't feel plasticky and was straightforward and long-lasting. The central frame and the back casing no longer have a clear sense of separation, thanks to the replacement of the metal material. But there is no color difference, a very high sense of integration, and a very seamless transition. The lower antenna strip also vanished, which is the most significant change. This hidden antenna appearance by Xiaomi, which is cleverly concealed beneath the lens module, can certainly make people who suffer from obsessive-compulsive disorder swear gleefully. The camera is yet another crucial element. The Xiaomi Mi 12's lens creates the idea that it is not only recognized, but also has an aesthetic in the Mi family. It is currently installed on the tablet by Xiaomi. The visual effect of this lens module is stronger when compared to the bigger area and the metal body, particularly because of the stark contrast between the glossy glass and the matte metal. It appears to be more nimble and transparent. The tablet's rear lens is allegedly just for aesthetics, but what if it's a nice one? There are 3 more metal contacts adjacent to the capitalized Xiaomi logo on the opposite end, which is the end that connects to the lens module, and is used to attach to the special magnetic keyboard case. On the left side of the tablet's long side is an 11-inch metal contact. This adjustment both makes the transition from the new magnetic keyboard cover's stand shape to the storage form more natural, and is a more substantial improvement. Although 12.4 inches are the same in volume, thickness, and weight as 11 inches, they feel heavier in the hand, and have a better feel overall. You can only experience this thrill after purchasing an actual phone. On the left and right sides, there are 4 stereo speakers that can play Dolby Atmos music. I think the Xiaomi Mi Pad 5 Pro 12.4 seconds audio and video capabilities will also be a significant benefit. There is, however, a small unexpected modification. The original power button's fingerprint recognition feature is no longer functional. Now, the system will immediately suggest entering your facial information when you set an unlock password. The benefits and drawbacks of this are debatable. This time, the Xiaomi Mi Pad 5 Pro 12.4 comes with a 67-watt charger and data connection already installed, which is wonderful news for first-time customers. Additionally, the Type-C connection on the Mi Pad 5 Pro 12.4 has been improved to the USB 3.2 Gen 1 protocol this time around, offering a transfer rate of up to 5 gigs per second, and can now handle HDMI and DP output 2K video with the same resolution using an adapter cable. It is comparable to an interface with all features. A modest short board has finally been filled, so to speak. When viewed from the front, the 12.4-inch big screen is truly impressive. The black border helps deter unintentional touches, and is the same width on all 4 sides, while not being particularly small. The connection between the main frame and the screen has a plastic edge, which may protect the screen to some extent, but will more or less change the feel and touch. This is more problematic. The fact that the inner edge of the screen's rounded corners differs from the physical rounded corners curve is another issue that Xiaomi intends to fix. Currently, a number of popular domestic manufacturers, not to mention the iPad, have essentially accomplished the same inner and outer rounded edges. You shouldn't be concerned about the screen quality because the Mi Pad 5 Pro 12.4 has a 2.5K 120Hz 16:10 LCD screen with a maximum brightness of 500 nits, supports P3 wide color gamut, 1 billion colors, and HDR10, as well as Dolby Vision, hardware-level anti-blue light, and MEMC dynamic compensation technology. The screen quality is just as good as the 11-inch Xiaomi Mi 5 Pro from last year, and the color accuracy is very good. Let's look at the newly updated magnetic keyboard cover and inspired stylus accessories. After discussing the tablet's body, the new magnetic keyboard case is constructed of silicone leather and comes in a white form. First, it has great corrosion and anti-fouling properties, and won't turn yellow over time. it is quite easy to clean. The contacts on the keyboard cover have been shifted to the top right corner of the absorption surface due to the relocation of the metal contacts, thus you should use them with a little caution to avoid damaging the back case. Xiaomi has adjusted the layout of the keyboard. This time, the keyboard surface has a powerful suction and 2-speed angle adjustment. Once the angle is correct, you may either touch the operating tablet or pick it up and let the keyboard hang. There won't be any noticeable trembling, it will be quite stable, and disassembling it will be easier than with the 11-inch model. The keyboard's input feel is also substantially improved over previously. The keyboard is exactly like the keyboard of common laptops, in that the keys are not difficult, and the pressing feedback follows the hand. However, as there is no touchpad, you must still bring a Bluetooth mouse with you wherever you go. The inspiration stylus hasn't changed all that much. It can be fastened to the tablet's top right side to be charged and turned on. Long presses on the two buttons will activate the shorthand and rapid screenshot functions, allowing veteran users to start using the program right away. Simply put, the stylus is still black. Ideally, Xiaomi will release a white version soon. There is no denying that the Xiaomi Mi 5 Pro 12.4 with new technology and appearance features has achieved amazing progress, despite the fact that it is still a product of the same generation, and there hasn't been a significant change in product form. It not only offers new options for consumers who want big screens, but it also improved the Xiaomi tablet series, which is crucial for drawing in onlookers. Since the release of the Xiaomi Mi Pad 5, there has been ongoing debate regarding the MIUI for Pad operating system. Xiaomi restarted its tablet product line for the first time last year. Can the UI for the iPad get better after a year? After almost a week of usage, I can say that you can see what Xiaomi has done, and that things are definitely improving. In fact, I created a special film about the Xiaomi Mi Pad 5 Pro about this time last year, so the old fans should still remember it. However, there's a wise saying: the present is distinct from the past. The MIUI for Pad system is developing quite quickly. The advancement of animation is what most strikes me as impressive. After all, an animation will be jerky and broken on a large screen, with a high refresh rate. First off, there are no longer any occasional frame dips while moving between background tasks or using the basic desktop slider, and the entire operating experience is significantly smoother. Although the notification center and control center's sliding animation pace is pretty quick, and there are less details than before, the fluency has improved greatly. Such a decision, in my opinion, is extremely sensible. Since viewing the notification and turning on the shortcut switch are both relatively fleeting acts, many people are looking for an immediate fix. Multitasking animation has improved greatly in naturalness. The desktop components fade in and out as you switch from the desktop to the multitasking background. As soon as the first application card shows, the dock bar descends, vanishes, and then reappears. Immediately after releasing, all of the icons disappear, and all application cards fly in from the left, with inertial animation and nonlinear ribbon from the upper right corner, while the initial application card continues to decrease and quickly go there. The previous program will be linearly attached from the left when entering the multitasking background via the application interface, and the current application will shrink to the center. It resembles the multitasking desktop switching animation after letting go. The current application will immediately shrink and hang, and the icon for clearing all icons will show in the upper right corner. Other application cards follow and fly in with inertial animation and nonlinear ribbon up to the upper right corner. Finally, the top status bar and the bottom dock bar both gradually materialize with linear motion. The exit animation is really basic and impolite. All cards fly out of the interface to the left fast. The bottom dock bar slides down and vanishes, clearing all icons with a quick fade out. The dock quickly snaps back into place, and the status bar remains unchanged throughout. The effect is very noticeable, and there will no longer be a battle between the status bar and the floating layer, with the exception of after opening some resource-intensive games, when it will be slower, and it will be more difficult to reproduce the previous frame drop issue. The animation speed and the order of appearance of visual elements have been significantly adjusted, and the small window application on the left has also been replaced by Xiaomi. This time, MIUI for Pad's small window experience was full of surprises in addition to animation. The interactive playability has greatly increased thanks to the free window since MIUI 12, and the application Walt and Bubble notification in MIUI 13. This time around, Xiaomi added a unique large screen optimization feature for tablets as well, multi-level adaptive window resizing of applications. The hardware of the Mi Pad 5 Pro 12.4 is not much different from the Mi Pad 5 Pro 11-inch model, because it is not an incremental improvement. The storage requirements remain the same, and the processor is still the Snapdragon 870. The back camera has been improved to a 50-megapixel JN1 main camera, and a 2-megapixel depth of field lens combination, which is the primary difference. There is also the previously announced change to the USB-C interface specification, and the battery has been raised to 10,000 mAh. And Tudu and I ran a straightforward score. The Snapdragon 870 score in the early 700,000s is not particularly aggressive. After all, esports are not primarily positioned for large-scale mobile games on tablets of this size. Genshin Impact was still put to the test for everyone, though. Let's discuss battery life and charging lastly. This time, the 10,000 mAh super large battery in the Xiaomi Mi Pad 5 Pro 12.4 has been updated, which is a lot in tablet devices. Actual measurement is at 50% external volume and 60% screen brightness. A Tencent video episode is available online when the volume is turned up. For 2 to 3 days of light use, it can be said that this battery life is not an issue. From morning to night, it's simple to chase after dramas and play games. The Mi Pad 5 Pro 12.4 can be charged to 24% in the first 10 minutes, 55% in 30 minutes, and 100% in 70 minutes, thanks to the dual-cell battery and 67-watt rapid charging. The pace of charging is comparable to many mainstream. As consumers, we must reject the parametric theory, especially in this era when the experience of large-screen systems is green and yellow. Even the best students at the top of the pyramid cannot persuade consumers that the so-called productivity can displace the propaganda of computers, so the system experience should be the focus of our attention. At the moment, many domestic brands are extolling the configuration and performance of tablet products at press conferences. A product that rejects parametric theory and focuses on refining the system experience is the Mi Pad 5 Pro 12.4. I believe that this is the strength and product power that Xiaomi should demonstrate in conjunction with the enhancement in quality and appearance. I don't want to give this product too much praise, but I think a decent dinner is worth waiting for. The days of the Xiaomi tablets rising won't be too far off if Xiaomi sets its impatience aside and slows down to improve the system experience. Thank you for watching this review. I hope it was useful for you. Have a nice day and see you soon.